Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm continuing on playing Etherfields. We just finished the Foggy Docks dream, I believe. It's been several days actually since I played. Been super busy at work. But I wanted to get back to this since it was still out on my gaming table. So I've reset. I had thought about doing an awakening, but I've got 3 ether and 1 ether. So I kind of want to spend it. If you save the game, you go down to 1 ether. Now that I think about it, actually, I think when you save, you get a chance to do a shop. Is it a free shop? Maybe. Maybe you get to buy from the influence market only. But I am thinking about going and doing the other dream that's over here in Suburbia. So that one is the one I had on top. Wait, who lives in my house? It's going to cost 2 keys to enter. But I also wanted to just, I got this button just so that I can push it. And I don't think there's any reason to wait. So I think we'll push the button. So the button says to read story point 690. It says click. If you're in the awakening location, read S story point 345. Otherwise, nothing happens. Okay. Push it again when we get to the awakening spot, because I think we're going to have to walk through there to get to the awakening, or to get to the loop that I want to take to get keys. Which, if we don't have any flaws when we get down there, I might just do the Suburbia loop a couple of times. Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll just get into it then. We'll move down here to the train station, and then we're going to take a... Do I want to go shopping? Sure, we'll go shopping. We'll take a shortcut to go shopping. We'll use a shopping card. All right, so each streamer may buy influence cards. So I think we just draw 3. To buy influence cards, you pay its cost by spending the required amount of ether. Draw 3 of the top cards, and you buy any amount of them, return the rest to the bottom. Okay, so I've got my shuffled influence market over here. I'll deal the 3 top ones here. They're both gonna go shopping. That's 4. So those will be his. So let's take a look at what she got. She got... Why would I need this? Cost 1, it's 2 green. Return 1 active item to the item market. Draw 3 random item cards from the item market. Gain 1 of them and return the others to the item market. Seal this card afterward. That actually is not bad. If I have an item that I don't really think I'm going to use, I could get some train tickets. Okay. We got another inner light, which turns cards into, or turns spaces into light spaces. And we got Insidious Trap. Gain 6 wrath if you're performing an assault action against an entity standing in a spawning space. So I think we're going to take Insidious Trap and the why would I need this? Cost of 2 ether. That'll leave us with 1 ether. Maybe we can summon the business penguin or something. So we'll return an inner light to the bottom of the huge influence market stack. All right, so now our specialist only has 1 ether to spend. So this one costs 3, this one costs 2, and this one costs 3. Unclear but efficient. I think we have one of these in our deck. Insight. You may take a 5-second peek at any one of the secret cards of the current dream without resolving it. But it is 3 green or 1 cunning. Your hand size limit is increased by 1. Whoa. This card would have been awesome because with his mask and this, his hand size would have been 9. That's a shame. So when we don't buy any of the cards, is that a per? Each dreamer, yeah. So he chose not to buy any of the cards, so he's going to get a free shining gem. All right, so we'll move along. This space that I'm moving to is a slumber tile, and it is the Wraith. We know the Wraith. It'd be nice if we got the locker out now while we don't have a bunch of tiles, wouldn't it? Okay, we need 4 cards for the Wraith. I haven't tried to do any of these of the deliverances, and I actually don't know what happens if we get caught by this guy either. 2, 3, 4 turns. All right, so he's going to roll in basic effect, basic effect. So we go to us. She's got 3 cards in hand. He needs to be in a light space, and we need to do, there's 2 different steps. We can either go down the Wrath or the Cunning path. So, okay, so she's going to get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. She got her optimization. All right. And we don't, too bad we don't have any items out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, gets to draw 1 more. You know what I didn't do? I did not seal a card for taking the shortcut to the shopping. Okay, so that was a mistake. I shouldn't have one of these cards, but now I don't know which one. So I'll just seal cards now. Both of those are cards that I've purchased, so that means they're probably fairly decent cards. Anything we need to set up here? I still haven't used his pocket ladder. So I think we're good. I don't think there's anything we need to set up. She can't pay for optimization. Now or never is it's a club turn. She could gain 5 cunning, but he's all the way over there. So we're just going to let him go. He's going to move. His movement is 2. 1, 2. We do have an inner light, so we could turn that space into a light space. And then basic effect, nobody's at 0 and no one's in a dark space. So the 2 basic effects do nothing. Next turn. Move, basic effect, and a morph. So her hand is full. It's a heart turn. Is wrath equal to her distress is only 1. So she could hit him for 6 wrath if the space turns into a light space, and we have an inner light here. And we could also hit him for 6 wrath. What's the loot? Each dreamer may seal 2 cards to gain an ether. Nah, I don't like that. I also don't want him to move onto my space and make me suffer distress either. So I think we need to assault him, but if I move, oh wait, I run to live, so I can use a different card to move. Okay, so we're gonna play Inner Light. to make this space a light space. So it needs to be a light space. It needs to not be a dark space in order to be able to assault him. Yeah. Okay. Then with our run to live, oh, you know what? He, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He should have been able to draw 2 cards at the beginning of this turn. Okay. So now we don't have to play I run to live. We can play the 1 cunning off of this card to move to here. We got a seal of hesitation for 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrath. The hesitation has to be sealed. And that's 1 step in that. It's not the best loot. Yeah, but I can't hang out and wait. So not the best options. I hate using the Shining to move. Yeah, but I guess I am. So Shining to move 1. Effort, we take a Distress to gain 3 Wrath. And then 4, 5, 6. Yep. And that's the second step. That ends the Wraith. I can seal 2 cards to gain an Ether, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I can turn the Ether into Shining Gems. No, that's okay. Does that get discarded? Oh, excuse me. Till the end of the turn. I must be allergic to rules questions. I'd be sneezing all the time on this channel then. Okay, so not gaining the loot, so we'll just go to the next space. And that's a Fate card and a Slumber card. Oh, we gotta put the whatever that's called, Slumber card on the bottom. Fate card. Oh no, this is not good. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape Slumber tile. There's a free quirk slot in the Dreamscape, and on a special effect, each dreamer has to seal a card. If I'm in the indicated quirk space, I can do things to get rid of the card. So, which quirk card did we get? We got the one that's close, fortunately. Oh man, that's a bummer. So that's our Fate card. Now we draw a Slumber card. Hey, it's the Dreammonger. This actually could be a little helpful. We need to see, he's only around for 2 turns. He doesn't move, so we actually don't want a heart to show up here. Okay, it's a spade. So he's going to spawn, we use the Masked Man for the Dreammonger. He's going to spawn, oh, he's not a big base. I thought he was a big base character, but he's not. He spawns back there. We could go back there and do a contact action to buy influence cards from him, but I'm not going to do that. We'll start our turn. We draw for her 3. 1, 2, 3. So 2, 4. She's got enough to go do a contact action, but she's gonna have to move to get back there. He can draw 4 with his increased hand size. 24. Okay, so he needs to move 1, 2, 3 to get there. They both do. Okay, I want to get rid of this cork card, so she's going to move 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Designated cork space is this one. You see like a little circle and a line that goes to this cork slot showing the space. And the action is a contact action, so I can do that from one space away. So she has spent these 2 cards. If she still had her shining, I could have been set up to go get a shining gem, but she doesn't. So we'll spend 4 green, those 2 cards to progress once. That's her hand, and then he's going to spend 3 to go 1, 2, 3. And then he will spend 4 green to discard Strange Hood. Do not want the special effect happening, making me seal cards as I walk through more of these slumbers. Okay, so I think then let the turn end. So nothing, he has no movement because this is a friendly encounter. At the start of the next turn, I'm not going to draw into new hands. I just want to skip, just leave. So the slumber ends. Dreammonger / Masked Man back into the box. Okay, shortcut again, which means seal and seal onto a fate card. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape Slumber tile if there's a free quirk slot. Put it there. This is the one that just makes some things inactive. So this one down here. I'm not sure if it has to go on the new spot, but it's gonna. Oh, wow. This one down here, if I put a shining gem in this, and the current turn suit is spades, you can ignore darkness. It's interesting. Don't think I remember that. I'm sure I read it before, but didn't remember it. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Dreams Gate spot, which isn't going to do anything because we're not going into a dream. We have to shortcut again, which is another seal. And these are good cards that are getting sealed. And then on to another fate card. Omnipresent Mist. So this is the one that makes maximum range of assault actions 1. So this one's not that bad. We have to draw another Dreamscape tile. Goes in C. Goes like this. Okay. Then we shortcut again, which is another sealed card. What's my plan for getting these cards unsealed? Do we have a Delta phase anytime soon? Not really. But we did get to the awakening spot, so we're going to push our button again. 690. If you're on the awakening location, go to 345. Everything around it trembles and blurs for a moment. Soon it stops and everything is back to normal. But something has changed. Remove the awakening wisdom card from the game. What? Did I just break the game? Okay. Removed. Sure, right there. Place card 2-41N, another Awakening Wisdom card in its place. Okay, so 2-41 LMN. Okay. Find the Delta Phase tile in the Slumber deck and remove it from the game. Find the Delta Phase. Okay. So that was underneath the Delta and that was above it. Add tile 2-38B, another Delta Phase. Yes, similar yet different. 2-38B. This one has a red back. So, okay. Remove the button token from. Find the Vanishing Point card in the Fate deck if it's still in the game and remove it from the game. Vanishing Point. Each streamer seals 2 cards or search the Slumber deck for the Delta Phase cards and reshuffle the deck. Finally place. Oh yeah, this is, I don't like this card. Good, it's gone. You're gone. Okay, so what's different? Let's shuffle this because I just looked at it. Which means that bad cork card could come out again. Uh-oh, which of these is the... This is the new one. The blue one is the new one. Okay, so we've got a green one and a blue one. The green one's on the left. What's new? Reshuffle the item market, Fate and Slumber decks. Oh, in number 4. Number 4 is the old one. It says place the Delta Phase tile at the bottom of the Slumber deck. Now number 4. And it has a red back, so the Delta Phase is just going to get shuffled into the Slumber deck. Oh. Is that the only thing? 20 cards, 40 cards, unused. Each streamer chooses one of their masks. Restore 3. Yeah, so it's changing how the Delta Phase card works. It's no longer a known entity just at the bottom of the deck. It's somewhere in the deck. That's cool. Is that it? Remove the button. Yes, so let me get this out of the way. We'll remove the green Delta Phase in that awakening. It's good to have your supplies all around you. and shuffle the slumber deck. Okay, it'd be nice if we could get the Delta Phase. That would solve the issue that I was talking about earlier on how am I going to deal with the ever-growing stack of sealed cards. I know that it would be hard to do, but I wish they had a better solution for the fact that these cards have labels on the back of them that you can kind of distinguish what is what, other than looking awkwardly up at the ceiling. Okay, that's going to be it. That is our slumber deck. Button can be removed from the game. We also have our newcomer 10 token. I have no idea what that's for. Okay, start our loop for keys, I guess. Go here, fate card, little shop on the corner. Not doing that. Then we go here, slumber deck. Oh gosh, degenerates. Four turns. We need 3 degenerates. I tried to outrun them last time and that didn't go well. There is no skip on here. 3, 4. Clubs. They're going to spawn over here. We are all the way in the corner. 1, 2, 3, because it's a club turn, and that is a club spawning location. So, when all the degenerates are discarded, victory. Gain the loot. Return all stolen items back to storage. Man, 12 wrath is a lot of wrath. All right, so we'll just start. She gets to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but you know what? Hey, now let's play smarter than we did last time. Should be a goal all the time, right? Only 2 cards. So he has to take a distress. Are we going to get to a Delta Phase? There is a Sanctuary. How many cards can we unseal at a Sanctuary? We don't get to unseal any. Oh, 1. We can unseal one chosen card. Or we can restore 1 item. There's a couple other things that you can do. I just didn't read all of them. We get to heal 3 distress or unseal 3 cards when we go into this dream. We also can do the luck game with the normal deck of cards to try to unseal. I think it's 5 cards, so we might have to end up looking at that as an option. All right, he's going to draw 2 more, and good. We still have a specialist card on top. Oh, what do you know? A couple of shinings. Okay, so we're going to start our turn. He's going, do I do this? Do I do this? I don't want to chance that I'm not going to have a specialist card 3 cards down, so with the specialist card on top of his deck, which you really can't see, but there's a specialist card on top, he can discard that card to unflip one of his progress cards. So I'll discard that card. It's so many possibilities. We're going to unflip this card, which when he does an assault action, it affects all entities in range. So I can assault multiple of these guys at once. Each chamber can unseal the top 3 cards, or the team gains 3 hours. Well, there's no way we're going to do it on this current one. Okay, so man, I hate to use the Wrath like that, but he's going to do 2 yellow from this and 1 yellow from this to go 1, 2, 3 down to this purple space. On that purple space, he's going to turn in both of these shining cards for 2 shining gems. There's 6 damage right there. And he's got 2 more in his hand, so he's already sitting on 10 damage. If he can line all of them up, he can hit all of them. All right, now her turn. The assault range is only 1 because of this, but that's fine. Oh, he can only do that once because then it has to flip. But then he can unflip it with this thing if there's a card available. All right. She's got 6 also, just in case. I think she's got that good progress card in her hand right now too. Wish I had our Book of Birds. I feel like I should have items more often than I don't. I think I'm going to be done with my turn. So I'm going to have the degenerates go. Lamppost guy. Ooh, only moves 1. That could hurt. This guy. 2. This guy. Also only 1. Do I... Their basic effect didn't do anything, so that was roll. Then basic effect also does nothing because nobody's within range 1. So that's the end of their turn. So let's see what the next turn is. Basic effect. Then they're going to move. Then any dreamer is in range 1. We take 1 random item from storage, set it aside, it's stolen. But if we win, if we defeat them, we get all of our stolen items back. Okay, so start of the turn, we draw. Her hand is full with 6 cards, so she's not drawing anything, but he can draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, he has a specialist card on top. Ooh, he's got another shining card. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, this is good. Shining card. He's still on the purple space for another gem. Did he buy one of those? He bought 2 of them, actually. Okay, so he's sitting on 4 shining gems, which he's going to utilize. You know, he can heal 3. He might hold on to some of those. Got a couple efforts in our hand. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Oh, I was gonna use those to move, wasn't I? Man, those shining gems are so versatile too. Yeah, we'll move 3 with the 3 yellow on here. 1, 2, 3 onto that spot there. Then he's going to do an assault action. And that assault action hits all 3 of them because of his tactic, or his progress card here, called Tactics. Then he has to flip it though. And he's going to spend the 3 shining gems to make it 6 wrath. So I'm just going to mark each of them that they've all been hit once. What's the loot? Each streamer may seal 1 card to cure a distress. Not ending up with the best loot. Okay, so he's got another specialist card on top that we will discard to unflip this card so that it becomes active again. He's going to assault again. There's 2, 4. Shining gem is 6. Wipes out all of the degenerates at once. And we have to flip that card over again. All right, so I'm not a fan of sealing more cards to cure distress right now, so I think I'm just going to skip on the loot. Okay, we'll go here and get a fate card. Need a lift. Place this card on the side of the dream wrap. You can discard it to use a shortcut without suffering its costs. One of my 2 favorite fate cards. Then we go here, get a key. Do a fate card and then a slumber card. Oh man. This is the one that we got rid of, but came back when I had to shuffle the fate deck. So this is our new card that we got in the last place, I think. The last stream. Each streamer's hand size is increased by 1. Oh. There's a water space, 1 darkness space, and a lot more light than we started with. And there is, unfortunately, yes, a quirk slot here. And this is bad. Okay, Slumber, the Nightmare Janitor. Nightmare Janitor. If I skip him, I have to seal 3 cards. I have to get all 8 of these. And I did make a mistake in an earlier video. I think I had moved the janitor through this wall, which makes the Nightmare Janitor suck even more. Let's see where he starts. And that special effect too, I might just have to work on, or maybe just skip them so I don't have to deal with that special effect. But 3 more sealed cards, not good. 1, 2, 3 turns. Is a club. Where's the other human shapeshifter that I did not have out? Here he is. Thank goodness for varnish. The paint survived the drop. Okay, he has to spawn there because it's a club. No special effect on that card. She's so far away. I don't know. It'd be nice if we could have a delta phase. Man. I'm just going to seal 3 cards and skip the Nightmare Janitor. This is ending, I'm ending up sealing a ton of cards. I might have to do an Awakening before I can go into the next stream. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, railroad station. Nothing. We're not going to take the train. Way down here to another slumber. What do you know? Delta phase. So with this new one, the top stuff is the same. I think I choose... actually, I've been playing that when this goes empty. She, I think, would have to shuffle, take a distress. Which actually is a bummer because if she's about to get her sealed cards back, they would be being shuffled in right now. Reset to 4 hours. Shuffle the slumber deck with the delta phase. Okay. Yeah, we're going to choose to unseal cards. So sometimes when I say things that I don't want to have happen, they happen. And he does not have optimization, right? No. Okay. Let's throw this in the middle and shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. If I turn it sideways like this, it's harder to see. Then look away. And I'll just cut, and that's the deck. All right. Shopping. Do we want to go shopping with 1 ether? I want to save those for maybe a Business Penguin play. Dreamgate, we've only got 1 key so far. We go here, and we get a Fate card. Yep. Draw and place 1 Dreamscape Slumber tile. If there's a free Quirkside Dreamscape, place the card there, which there is not. So I think this goes to the bottom of the Fate deck. There's no space for it, and there's no tiles to draw. And there's also a slumber here. Crying Shadow. 2 turns. We got to do 6 contact for victory. The slumber ends. We place those on it. Discard 1 if there's no. Resolve out of turns if there's none of those. Resolve out of turns and discard 1. Take a flaw. I could go on the loop where I discard flaws. Well, let's see what we draw. 2 turns, huh? Discard all ether. So much for the Business Penguin play. I still haven't gotten rid of this thing yet either. I got to go through at least 1. I got to go through 3 more slumbers. before I get to the dream spot. 1, 2 turns, and there's a special effect right on top of their turn. So, in hearts, he would spawn here. I got to do 12 green to win. Each streamer may suffer 1 distress to gain an ether. I don't have 12 green. I don't even have 6 for a step. I'll skip it, I guess. There goes my ether. All right, so her is first player first. Jelly legs. Man, I always get jelly legs. Jelly legs is the one that makes movement cost an extra yellow. And the specialist gets Numbing Fear. You cannot use Wrath from your influence cards this turn. Discard the card at the end of your turn. So this is going to go into his discard pile, and that'll get shuffled in and just be drawn at some point and continue to be a nuisance. Okay, we'll move here, and this is just another slumber card. Each streamer flips 1 progress card, the slumber ends, or each streamer seals a card, and we can place 1 marker in a chosen location on the dream world map. When I enter that, I can discard that instead of resolving its effect. Okay, yeah, I like this card. And we are going to block, so each of us is going to seal a card. And we're going to block this slumber down here. I don't want to block that one because then I won't get the key. Slumber ends. Okay, we go here. I have to draw a fate card. If each streamer seals 1 card, we can relocate the team to the chosen location on the map, or we may reshuffle the fate deck. No, of this tile. It's kind of a bummer. If I could go to a different tile, it would be good. I guess we reshuffle the fate deck. Not a lot of cards in here right now because there's 3 out on the board there, and that one, Need a Lift, is out there. We have not needed to use a shortcut. I was eyeballing this spot to get rid of flaws. Okay, so that was our fate card. Now we go here, get a key, a fate card, and then a slumber card. Place 1 Dreamscape slumber tile. So this is the dark cubby hole, but there are no quirk slots open in the Dreamscape. Which is fine, that's fine. Slumber tile. Oh, Wraith. Let's see where Wraithy spawns. You might get some good loot for once on this little trip around the Dream World map. 50 minutes. 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spades. Oh, he spawns in the light. Ah, there's a special effect. Which is each dreamer seals a card. It's not that bad. This is our last slumber before going into the dream. All right, we'll take him on. So here we get to draw 4. Yeah, that's our entire deck again. So that's a distress and a shuffle. Now this time we might discard cards with our builder to get a shining gem, since we're about to go into the dream. Okay. Oh, do we want to do the discard to get a shining gem? 3 cards for 1 gem. I don't know if that's the best trade. We did not get good stuff. We certainly did not get good stuff. No, this is actually kind of terrible, because he's going to move. He would move there, and then special effect. He's going to end up sealing 3 cards and taking a damage. No, this is not good at all. I could place my steam bomb for 5. Do I have enough to move? Okay, yeah. So this is what we have to do. What's our loot? Each dreamer seals a card to command. Sealing's not that bad right now to heal distress, though. Okay, so he's got a specialist card on top, which we're going to discard to flip our assistant progress card. Then with our assistant progress card, we can flip it back over to bring out a progress card for free. So we shall bring out Steam Bomb. His builder card gives him the ability to have 6 progress cards instead of just 4. Then we're going to use his I Run to Live. He can discard cards to move that many number of spaces. So he's going to discard 2 cards to move 2 spaces. Then we're going to Assault the Wraith. He's going to blow up his Steam Bomb for 5, and he's going to overspend because he only needs 6, but he's going to have 7. So that's 1 hit on the Wraith. Now, she'll spend Spirit to move. Oh, she's got stupid jelly legs. Oh, that ruins my plan. That ruins my plan. She's going to have to roll the luck die. Or be in serious trouble. She's got these slaps for rerolls, but she's gonna have to spend them. I guess we have to chance it. We're having a 50-50 chance of this being a miracle. Because of Jelly Legs, her flaw card, she has to spend 4. She really would have to spend 3 when you cost 1 more. No, 1 more for each space. Yeah, she has to spend 4 to make it to here. And then she's got 5 Wrath here. Yeah, her mask doesn't help her. Okay, we've got 5 Wrath in our first roll of the luck die. Nothing else we can spin. She's got no free spirit tokens. No. Complete waste. Complete waste. Stupid flaw. Okay, now we're in trouble. Because we're going to get hit by all kinds of badness. Basic effect. They both get hit with a distress. Roll. He moves into the space with them. Oh no, range 0 would be the basic effect. They were not at range 0, so they don't get hit by his basic effect. But now the special effect. They suffer because they're in range, at least range 1. They have to spend a shining gem, which they don't have, or they're going to suffer 1 distress and seal 2 cards. This makes it an additional card. So 3 cards sealed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's what happens when you forget your flaw. And I did not have a ether to remove the flaw. All right, so next turn, it's morphing basic effect and then roll. So we draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can call for 1. What's our loot here? Each dreamer may unseal 1 chosen card or unseal top 3 cards. Oh, that's decent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, she did not get any wrath. Oh, she got 1. Good. So she can help him with the 1. Oopsie. So he's gonna have to seal hesitation for 3. 4, 5 from slap would have been good last turn. And he seals hesitation. So he's sitting at 5. He's gonna call for help. She sends help with 1. Makes it 6. Okay, so Wraith. Dead from wrath. And it's all good because that's a light space, and we can do that stuff on light spaces. Loot. We're going to unseal the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 to the discard pile. And that's 4, so this one goes back. 1, 2, 3. Got a shining, a thoughtful moment, and a hesitation. We knew hesitation was there because we just sealed that one. Okay, done with that space. We go here to the train station, nothing's happening. We go here, this is the spot we'd marked with the marker so we don't have to do the slumber there. We go here for shopping. we have no ether to spend, so we're not going to spend on shopping. And now we go here to the Dream Gate. So I'm going to throw in a cut, and we can do some of this, but I have to get cards and stuff out. So I'll throw in a cut while I get cards out. It says, wait, who lives in my house? It's my home, I think, but the door is different. I know every corner of this room, but something is off. Hint, in this dream, you may gain a very helpful quirk card. Probably should have done this one earlier. Setup. Now each dreamer may cure 3 distress or unseal their top 3 cards. And then I have to get cards out. We've only got 6 turns on this. And we'll read the intro, but I'm going to get this set up, throw in a cut here. I guess before I throw in a cut, I can heal 3 distress from each character. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I think I've got all the cards we need out. So I got to spin the 2 keys. I guess I forgot that. Actually, let me look. Now that I think about it, we've got boards. We've got a lamp. We've got a globe. You know what? There's like a little creepy doll-looking thing. If you're in a space containing any of the details below, you can spend 5 green to resolve the corresponding script. And I see the little creepy doll thing on this tile, but what I wanted to look at actually was the signs. I should have done this before I started recording again, but so right now this is fairly dark. No. There's like a turned over chair. I see a similar looking chair, I think. No, that's just a hole in the ground. Clock looking thing. Oh, lantern. Is that the same lantern? No, that lantern's on a table. Well, let's keep that in mind, though, if there's another lantern somewhere in this area. There's like a clock. There's another clock, but those are definitely not as visible. And then on the free spirit, there's definitely a dark. Yes, there's a free spirit one right here. Okay, I'm going to punch that out. Globe. I'll show you guys where it is in just a second. I'm just peeking a little bit more. This is definitely the same kind of lantern. It just doesn't look like the ground, the same ground. So we'll see, maybe there's another. There's a thing right here that says reveal tile Y, so there's definitely more tiles to look at here. We got 2 setup tiles. We have to reveal tile X, and tile X is these cockroaches, which is kind of interesting. At the end of the dreamer phase, we spawn however many number of players, number of cockroaches using creature shapeshifters. The move down at the bottom says they can move through walls. At the end of the turn, we discard all cockroaches from all light spaces, except from spaces where there's dreamers. And on morph, they'll move 1 space toward the nearest wound, whatever that means. When a cockroach is in a space with a wound, we read something. Additionally, we move each cockroach 1 space toward the nearest wound. Each dreamer at range 0 seals 2 cards. And then on special effect, we move them 1. If we're in range 1, we seal 2 cards. So that's the cockroaches. Let's take a look at the the tiles. Candle, there's a globe. There's for 2 green, we can, what's happening? We read 124. Then there's that lantern that looks just like the lantern on one of the signs. And that was getting progressively worse on the green screen. This one here. So that creepy looking little doll thing on the ground is that creepy looking doll thing right there. So for that mystery once per dream, yeah, we can go do that story thing, if I remember. But then also that clock is that clock from the sign token. We can look into the mirror for 10 excuse me, for 10 green. We've got another what's happening up there. Oh, I can't throw that. I need the story number off the back. So we can do this sign thing immediately because we recognized it. So 1011. I didn't like coming to that old decaying house. Everything here was dirty and old, cut off from the living world, waiting helplessly for its end. Obsolete equipment, old furniture, uninteresting books, pitying souvenirs, like barely collected crumbs from the table belonging to other people's blooming lives. How was all this rubbish going to encourage anyone to visit? And those pathetic pictures meant to conjure up the past when we were all together, while we still had time for it. Yet there was a certain lonely creature in them all, who waited each day with fading hope, but I never had time. You may suffer one distress to gain an ether. I'm probably going to save the game after this stream anyway. So I think I'm going to do it so that I have an ether to spawn the business penguin. Because, you know, business penguin. Okay, we have to read the intro. Oh, we also had to reveal card A. So card A says, whenever a dreamer suffers any distress, place 1 additional distress token in the space this dreamer is in. Oh, I'm assuming that counts now? Because I just took a distress. That might change my mind on getting the ether. Let's read the intro 32 and then the goal and see what's what. Is it worth it for the business penguin? The door is so familiar and I instinctively press the door handle. It just feels like home. Is it possible? Is this my old apartment? But it's different inside. Strange. The room layout is correct. Some details too, but someone has rearranged it all. When I see all these changes, I feel a deep sadness. Why does everything have to change over time? It's dirty here and it smells musty, like in a museum. A scrawny female figure wanders between the furniture like a shadow, wiping the dust from some trinkets. It doesn't get cleaner or more pleasant. Her blind spot stops at us. It's you. Finally, you came back. Please help me clean up. See all this mess? Is that you? Where are you? How come you're not here? You said you would never leave. The woman's gaze stops at a cockroach running through the room. Help me catch them, my children, so disobedient and afraid of the light. Please help me find them and bring them back to me. Okay, that's not creepy at all. I think I say that a lot in this game. Turn deck 6. At the end of the dream phase, spawn cockroaches. There's 2 spawning spots, one with a heart and one with a diamond. Do we just get to pick if it's not a heart or diamond turn? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diamond, basic effect, morph. It also says reveal tile X, which we did, but do not spawn any cockroaches yet. All right. Goal, catch these cockroaches. Each time you catch a cockroach, place 1 universal marker on the Dreamgate tile. When there's a number of players plus 1 on the Dreamgate tile, so we need 3, we read a story event. Special rules. How do you catch cockroaches? You'll learn later. In this dream, wound means distress placed in any dreamscape space. So they're going to move towards that wound, and then when it's just out of turns, 955. All right, let's just do it. We'll put a wound down there. That's not a distress. Wait, at the end of the turn, discard all cockroaches from all light spaces except from spaces with dreamers. And right now, it says everything's in light, which is interesting. So as long as I'm not standing where the wound is, the cockroaches will just go away. We need to learn how to catch them, though. Okay, so start of the round. We need to draw cards. She can only draw 2. She's got quite a bit of green, which means she could go do that creepy doll thing. Right? Oh, stupid jelly legs, man. You know what I should do? Business Penguin, you might not make it. You might have to use an ether to get rid of the flaw. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got nothing that needs wrath right now. I'm gonna have him, let's see, he's got 5, 1, 2, 3. If we go 2, we can get a shining gem on that pink space, but then we're not being efficient, which is my favorite thing to be. Oh, if I seal that for 3, I can get there and do 5 green. I'm curious on what this doll is going to do for us. So we're going to seal hesitation with the specialist for 3 movement. 1, 2, 3 to get to the space with the doll and spend 5 green. And it's 274. 274. When you pay attention to this doll, she comes to life and in a barely audible voice starts whispering, "I think she wants to help us. But how can such a baby help us with anything?" A soft voice rises slightly. She must be angry. Well, maybe we judged it too hastily. Choose one. We can discard all morphings. We can block 1 step from the current turn card, or we can paralyze 1 entity in the dreamscape. So that does nothing for us. There are no morphings. There's no entities to paralyze. Block 1 step from the current turn card, I guess. That is a major bummer. So what do we block? Additionally, move each cockroach 1 space toward the nearest wound. Each dreamer at range 0 seals 2 cards. So they're going to spawn here. Basic effect. Let's see, morphing. Move each cockroach one space toward the nearest wound. When a cockroach is in the space with a wound, read that. Let's block the basic effect. Okay, before his turn ends, he's going to use his run to live, discard this card to move one space back towards this pink spawn spot. And then he's going to turn Shining in for a Shining Gem. Now, she will spend 2 green to read the What's Happening 1, 2, 4. A shadowy figure labors with a pile of old clothes. I'm alone at the moment, so maybe I'll wash the dirty laundry. It must be clean for them, as they will come back someday. You may seal 2 cards to add 1 turn. I'm not going to do that because I've got 4 hours. I can add 4 turns. I don't want to seal any more cards. Okay. She's going to do this ether, give up the ether to remove this card. Can I do that, or would I have to have done that when I first got it? I'm questioning that now. Do I have enough to just discard it? No, I don't. I could, though. I actually don't know if I can do that. So let me do this. I'm going to spin that ether on the business penguin. Spawn old business penguin right there. Now if he takes a wound... Okay, so for 1 ether we resolve a random card from the penguin deck. These all have the same back, so I don't need to really look away. How about this one? If you're in range 0 from the penguin, draw 2 more cards during the draw step. That's a nice penguin card. Put you there so we don't forget. So, I was going to discard Jelly Legs. Oh, that doesn't actually benefit me right now, does it? What I could do, though, at X, I can move the penguin by X spaces. Okay, so actually for flashback, I can play flashback to get a spirit token. Let's get some flexibility and use our specials, right? Let's do that. Then I've got 2 yellow on here, 1 yellow from Shining. I've got a free spirit card on top of the deck that I can discard and use my newly found free spirit token to have 4 cunning to discard Jelly Legs. So it goes into my deck. And I'm actually going to seal this card to peek at a script/secret card indicated on your space without resolving it. I'm going to use Radio Steam to move the penguin into the space with the specialist. So he'll be able to draw 6 cards next turn because he's got nothing going on in his hand right now. Okay, so Dreamers are done. So at the end of the Dreamers phase, we spawn 2 cockroaches, and it's a diamond turn. So they're going to spawn back here. Basic effect is blocked from our creepy doll thing. Morphing. Move each cockroach 1 space toward the nearest wound. Okay, so they move there. Then they roll. Oh, I guess if they make it here, they won't go away, right, with her? Okay, so this guy, oops. Yeah, he's going to end up with her, and he's not going to go away. Then this guy, him also, oh, well, that should have been him, because he should have rolled again. Now this guy, same thing. And 1. So we could be in trouble. Because at the end of the turn, discard all cockroaches from light space except from spaces with Dreamers. So they're not going to go away. And next turn, if there's a morphing, they are in a space with a wound, so I don't know what that's going to mean. And it is next turn. Okay, there's no morphing on there. Special effect, move each cockroach 1 space for the nearest wound. Each Dreamer in range 1 seals 2 cards. Okay, so they'll move away from the wound when we get to the roll. Back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We drew our flaw, which means he can't play Wrath this turn. Okay. Oh, look at that, another Shining. I like having a deck full of Shining. Well, you know, full. It's got 3 or 4 in it, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got Insidious Trap, and we're actually on a blue space, but we don't have anything that we can do to assault. Yeah, getting that ether. Well, I guess Business Penguin helped us draw cards, right? Return 1 active item to the item market. I don't have any active items, so that's a shame. Choose 1 space in range 2. Move any number of entities in range 2 to that space. Then you may pair... Ooh, this is good. Oh, but there's no morphing, so I'm not that worried about that, I guess. All right. First, obvious things first. Shining for a Shining Gem, because we're still on the pink space. And then... we move 1. Oh, man. Yeah, so we move 1 to go here. And then I guess we spend that Shining Gem for 2 green to read the what's happening here, 808. An old woman lifts figurines from furniture, cleans them, and puts them back. She stops to look at photographs from time to time. Since I'm done, I will clean up our souvenirs. So when they return, we can watch them together. You may seal 1 card to restore 1 item. Yes, I'm doing that. It's a bot card, so we seal to restore. And this restoring, it did not say chosen, so it has to be random. But I do have some hurries that I could use to get whatever item I want, basically. Okay, so random item is going to be you. Common hammer. Is there something else I would rather have? Journal lets me shuffle my decks for cost of 4 green though. I don't need keys. Right now everything's in light, so flashlight doesn't seem that good. Mud. Warehouse, strategic plan. Book of Birds. If I need Wrath eventually, that could be good. So I think we'll just hold on to it in case we need it later. Now. So we get her away from these cockroaches. Move 2, 1, 2. That's not the right card. For movement, we'll use this one for movement and this one to reveal tile Y, which is the action on that space. Nope, that's not Y, that's Z. Okay, Y. Check the ward. There we go. Look at that. Yep. Okay. This will go on B2. Another spawning spot. But that's the lantern that I was looking at on the sign. So right here, same kind of lantern. I knew it looked like the other ones, but just in a different kind of background. You can see them right next to each other. 1085. Be useful. Behind the pile of dusty equipment, something moves. We look there. It's a tiny cat. The pet is very weak and possibly sick. It doesn't want to eat and loses its strength quickly. It looks like it will die in a moment if we can't do something. Each dreamer may move 3 spaces. Choose one. We can't help it anyway. It's better to leave it alone. Let's take a look at this pile of junk. Restore 3 items. Or let's share a piece of our own life with the pet. Any dreamer in range 1 may suffer 1 distress to resolve S082. Each dreamer in range 1 of what? Do we have to be on the spot? I don't know, but I'm moving 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's also going to move 3. Is that dumb? Should we both move? He can't spin Wrath. Each dreamer may move 3 spaces. I think I'm going to move him 2 to that spot right there. Does the penguin get to move? Entities and the dreamscape treat the penguin as any other dreamer. Restore 3 items. I'll suffer the distress. Like I said, I think I'm going to be saving. Man, I keep grabbing universal markers instead of distress. To read 82. It will help for a while, but every moment of life is precious, especially for those who have so little left. The cat meows happily and walks around the dark room. Each dreamer may seal 2 cards to cure 1 distress or gain 1 ether. Seal 2 cards to heal a distress. Or gain an ether. I can turn ether into shining gems. Yeah, why not? Seal 2 cards. She'll gain an ether. He'll seal 2 cards. Gain an ether. I think we're going to turn these into shining gems, though, at some point. And actually, it might be right now. He can't use Wrath. Yeah, she's going to turn this ether into a shining gem. It's on the shining card. You may always discard 1 ether or 1 key to gain a shining gem. The reason I'm doing that, I'm going to spend 1 movement to move to here. I'm just going to immediately spend that shining gem for the 2 Wrath to check the wardrobe. And read 84. We hear sobbing. Someone must be in the closet. A figure hides behind old clothes. It turns out to be a tall cockroach wearing a female evening gown. She sobs like a human. You may try to calm it down. Spend now 1 shining gem to resolve 944. Or if you have card B, realization of the sad truth, you may spend 1 Wrath to get rid of this cockroach once and for all. Or you may just leave the creature in the closet. I guess I have to leave the creature in the closet. So maybe he'll come down and spin the shining gem to try to calm it down on the next turn, because he can't spend Wrath. So that has not worked out. I guess we have to look into the closet, or look into the mirror. Can he... perhaps if he got a green item... Okay, he's going to seal a hurry hurry and discard an active item to get little helpers. So that's 4 green on it, and he'll add so many possibilities to get the first step done on looking into the mirror, but it's going to take another step. To get it done. And so they're going to basic effect. They won't move because they're already on a wound. Nobody's in range 0. Then they're going to move, and then they're going to special effect, which is Dreamers in range 1, seal 2 cards. So I think we're good where we are. Okay, our turn is over. So basic effect, so let's just move. Oh wait, at the end of the Dreamer's phase, we spawn cockroaches. Oh yeah. So do I choose when there's multiple spawn locations? Because there is no spade spawn location. Spawn entities always appear in spaces. If they're available, you choose where the entity appears. And we are limited to the number of miniatures. So these will be the last 2 cockroaches until I get rid of some. And it's not going to hurt for them to spawn here next to our business penguin. Okay, so now we go to their turn. Basic effect. Move 1 space closer to a wound. Now we roll. I guess they're all just going to walk towards the penguin. This guy. Towards the penguin. Oh, the space will be full though. This guy towards the penguin. This guy. 2 towards the penguin. And then this guy. If that space is full, because they treat him as a dreamer, so they're going towards the closest dreamer. But the space is full with 4 people. I think that's it. Special effect. Each cockroach moves 1 space towards the nearest wound. 1, 1, 1, 1. I think I'm doing this correctly. And they're not within range 1 of anyone that can seal cards because the business penguin doesn't have any cards to seal. Okay. So, special effect, basic effect. So still no morphing, which is good. And then they're going to move away from the wound. Oh, did I take distress for something? Shoot. I did when I fed the cat, right? Which was over here. So there's another wound right there. Okay, my turn. 1, 2, 3. We gotta take another one. Do we, or do we seal 3 cards instead? That's interesting. So far wounds aren't that bad, so we are limited to, if we run out of wound tokens, that's a bad thing. Okay, so we're getting 2, right? We had so many possibilities, yeah. 2, so we need to draw 2 more. Do I really want to take another stress and cause a wound? I don't think so. How many have we got? Yeah, we're fine. Oh, this should be discarded. Oh, I guess when I draw the flaw from my deck. You know what? I think that Jelly Legs was supposed to go in my discard pile anyway. I think I've been screwing that up by having it come straight out into my progress card area, because I think flaws enter the game into your discard pile. I'll have to look that up. So, yeah, she does not have a shining gem. Oh, I shouldn't have drawn cards. Dang it. Oh no, I took the wound. Is he going to take a wound? He's drawing 2. He's got a lot of sealed cards already. Man. Yeah. Is this going to be another failed first go. I hope not. All right, so one, two, three, four, five. Or do I just look in the mirror? I don't have 5 movement anyway. I do if I spin the shiny gem, but I can't spin the shiny gem. If I want to try to calm the cockroach down. What was my other option? If you had card B. So I guess we look in the mirror. Which means we're going to get rid of our shining gem. But we've got a lot of shining cards in our deck, right? So there's 3 green there. And we'll spend the shining gem for 2. Oh, I did shuffle. I could have discarded cards with my builder. That's okay. All right, so 767. Hopefully this tells us how to catch cockroaches. 7, what was it? 67. We got to catch 3 cockroaches. Did I mention that I don't like looking in mirrors? You never know if you will see something terrifying. Well, ... Damn, that's what I'm talking about. The one in the mirror is not me. I hope I'm not a cockroach after all. Reveal card F. So clearly we have to do something with this cockroach in the closet. Well, I guess we got to see card F, right? This card is active until the stream ends. Cockroach language. For 4 green, we can move 1 cockroach 2 spaces. So now I'm at a loss for what to do. Because we don't have card B, we've looked at everything. When a cockroach is in a space with a wound, read 656, but we don't have morphings yet. So we need a shining gem. Oh, I could have turned in my ether for a shining gem. Stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 wrath though. That could move me 1, 2, 3, 4. I could seal hesitation, but then I won't have 2 wrath. Oh wait, that's her hand, not his hand. Yeah, there's no way he's getting down there. Let's do this. Let's hurry for 2. 1, 2. We'll use effort, the green on the effort, to move the business penguin into our space so that we can draw 6 cards next turn. Then I think we have to end our turn. I don't see a whole lot for her to actually do. Nope. So we'll end our turn. Special effect. Move each cockroach 1 space toward the nearest wound, if there is any. Okay, so they will all move towards this wound. Oh, shoot. No, we have to correct something. The ones that were not, none of these guys were with a dreamer, and they were all on light spaces. They all should have come off the board. Yeah, okay, so now at the end of the dreamer's phase, we'll spawn 2. We'll spawn them here. Then special effect, move them towards the nearest wound. Then basic effect, move them towards the nearest wound. And now we move them. I forgot about that light thing. So this guy moves 2. Because they did move away. Yeah, they rolled. And then the special effect moved them towards the wound, so they were away from the business penguin. Okay, so this guy, 1, 2. So now it's the end of the turn. They're on light spaces, not with a dreamer, so they come off the board. Okay. So now there's going to be a morphing. We can spawn them here. They'll move here, and then they won't be on a space with a wound. Okay. All right, so let's just get into it then. I'm in the space with my business penguin. I get to draw 6 cards because I have a hand size of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did draw a shining, but now I'm not on a purple space. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Her hand might be full already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She gets to draw 1. Okay. Just go straight into his turn. He's going to turn this ether into a shining gem. Then he's going to go 3 down to the spot with the wardrobe. 1, 2, 3. And he has to spend 2 wrath. He does not have his flaw right now. We'll spend unclear but efficient to check the wardrobe again. 84. And we're going to try to calm it down. Spend a shining gem to resolve 944. So spend a shining gem to resolve 944. The slightly calmed cockroach crawls into a hole in the wall. We examine the object she handed us before she left. Place a... Can't do this again. there. And reveal card G. Candles, remote control. So if you're on a light A1 tile, reveal card C. If you're on a light A2 tile, reveal card D. If you're on a light B2 tile, none of these are darkness though. If you're in a dark space, return the overlay card from your tile back to the secrets of this dream. This card is active until this dream ends. Candles, remote control. Okay, so we're on a light B2 space right now. Right? So we can spend 4. What are we on? We're on B2 to reveal card E, I guess. $104 card E. It's an overlay, and now it's going to be in darkness. And there's a new what's happening. So now cockroaches on this one would not go away at the end of the turn. I'm going to overspend, so I'll spend 1 to move her to here. And then, like I said, overspend to read the what's happening 819. Somehow we got to learn how to catch cockroaches. A thin, tired woman holds a broken radio, trying to open it with a screwdriver. Somehow it doesn't work lately. I'll try to fix it to pass time until the evening comes. You may unflip 1 card or seal 2 cards to unseal 1 chosen card. I'm not going to do that. Not 2 for 1. Did that cover up? Yeah, there was a spawning point there that covered up. So I think we just hold on to this stuff because he can draw a full hand to 8 next turn. So end of their turn, we spawn 2 cockroaches. Morphing, move them 1 towards the nearest wound. Each dream at range 0 seals 2 cards. Now they roll. So this guy goes 1. This guy goes 2. So he's going to go to the penguin. Then basic effect, move them towards the nearest wound. Now this one's the nearest wound. And they're equidistance. So he'll go there. And they're still in light spaces, so they're going to come off the board. Because there's no dreamers in their space. Okay. That's that turn. Roll basic effect, basic effect. So let's draw our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard 2 cards in hand, 1 from Wrath to gain 3 shining gems. She got her so shiny. And he can draw 4. Ooh, the 5th card is a flaw card. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Do hesitation to get 3. And thoughtful moment. So I'm going to seal hesitation for 3. And then thoughtful moment for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Turn in 2 shinings because now we're on a pink space. For 2 shining gems. Then I think we will just turn those in immediately. For the 4, do I? Let's look at her cards. She could get 3 shining gems at a cost of 3 cards. And do what with it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to do it. So shiny. I have to have a Wrath and a Cunning card. All these get discarded to get 3 shining gems. Let's do it. Spend 2 shining gems. For this to reveal, we're on A2, we reveal card D. So this is going to give us a new look into the mirror thing. And we need 10, 2, 4. So we'll just wait a turn, I guess. We're going to spend 1 green from Slap. Oh, we need to spend 2 green, don't we? So let's spend 2 green here to move the Business Penguin. 1, 2. We'll stay right where we are. She's going to spend 1 shining gem to go 1, 2 so that she can be with the Business Penguin to draw cards. All right. Into the Dreamer phase. Let's spawn 2 cockroaches. It's a club turn. And I probably have been screwing that up, not paying attention to the suits. So that's going to be a huge asterisk by this particular playthrough. Yep. Roll. This guy. 1. This guy. 2. 1, 2. Basic effect. Moves them 1 towards a wound. But then they're not going to go away because they're in darkness spaces. Okay. There is only 1 turn left. So I'm going to spend 2 hours to add a couple of turns to the bottom of the deck. Comes back to us. Business Penguin. He's going to let me draw. I only get to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, and the flaw is one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stupid jelly legs. Oh, that complicates things. He's going to draw his flaw also. 1, 2, 3, 4. His flaw only lasts a turn, though. Oh, and the pink space is gone because of that. But he's just going to shoot, man, that jelly legs is terrible. And she does not have an ether. We don't have a way. Oh, I forget that we can discard 3 influence cards from our hand to gain a shining gem. Well, I hate to be inefficient with it, but we're going to spend, or actually, might as well just do it this way. No, that's a good green card. We're going to use Mechanical Shotgun with our I Run to Live to move 1. And then we will spend 5 green. I'm going to look in this mirror again. That's 1 step of it. I guess she spends her shining gems to discard jelly legs. Then we spend 2 yellow to move there. Actually, first, before we do that, we're going to spend 2 green to move the Business Penguin 2. Then we move 2 so he can reload us up. I don't really need to do that because her hand size prevents her from drawing that many cards. We can get a spirit token by playing flashback. We'll still do it. That's fine. We're good. Now that unfortunately is going to be the end of my turn. It's a diamond turn, so they spawn there and there. So this is a bummer. I should have paid attention to that. He would be in trouble either way. All right. Oh no, actually they're going to move towards the... Oh, they'll still be in range 1. Yep. So they move special effect towards the nearest wound, which is here. Then he's in range 1, so he's going to have to seal 2 cards. Which gives him a distress and puts a wound on the board. This should be in here too. Actually, I don't think so because the turn's not over yet. I could choose to seal 3 cards instead of doing that. His deck's getting pretty thin though. I think I'll do that next time. Don't have a whole lot of wound tokens left. Okay. End of the turn. They're in darkness and they're in darkness, so they don't go away. Yeah, and we might actually read this thing now. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This gets discarded. Okay, he can look in the mirror again. And she's with the penguin, so she can draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to her limit of 6. She just barely got enough. So let's do this thing first. 4 yellow. And look at card C. There's a couple new what's happenings. 3 and a 6. Okay. So before we look in the mirror, they're not contact actions, so let's spend this 3 on the 1 for the space that we're in, 204. Tell me how to get rid of cockroaches. We hear the clattering of dishes. Since I'm sitting here all alone, maybe I'll cook dinner, the fancy one, their favorite, in case they come today. They will eat well. Then I will wait. They love it. It sure will make them happy. You may seal 3 cards to cure 1 distress. I think I need to do it because I'm running out of tokens, and if I run out of tokens, then I lose, or they die or something. I've got 4 left because I left 1 in the bag to know which one was the bag that I kept them in, so I've got 4 left. So that didn't get me the info I was hoping for. Okay, I guess we look in the mirror again. for 5. We're also getting dangerously close to running out of turns. 1, 1, 2. Each time we look in the mirror, we see something completely different, and this time is the worst. There's no face in the reflection, but there's a mask that covers what should be hidden. Then the mask opens. Reveal card B. That was the one we needed for the closet thing. Realization of the sad truth. So for 3 green, I can discard 1 wound in your space or move it 1 space. Or for 1 wrath, I can suffer a distress. Okay, so it must be this 6 what's happening that I need to read. Three green. I think I need to get away from the wounds so that I'm not sealing a bunch of cards. So I will unfortunately play a shining card for 1 movement to here, and then I will play a mechanical shotgun, discard it for I run to live to move again to here. And then I think we're done. Doesn't look too good. There's no more characters for me to spawn anybody, so this guy moving, moves onto the space, this guy moving, moves onto my space, this guy, there's only 1, this guy moves 2, then basic effect. Oh, we're gonna have to read this thing. So basic effect, they move towards the nearest wound, move, 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 move. And he's at range 0, so he's gonna have to seal 2 cards. Then morphing, moves to the nearest wound. Now I've got all kinds of cockroaches on wounds. 656. Check how many turn cards are left in the turn deck. If there are 3 or more, discard the wound token. If less, resolve the following instructions. Discard tile X. Okay. What are we reading? 656. Reveal tile Z, faceless creeps. The cockroaches turn into something else, something we can't tell what, as their faces are obscured. Spawn 1 additional creature shapeshifter in each purple space, but we don't have any more creature shapeshifters. Faceless creeps. Move all faceless creeps 1 space. Each streamer in range 1 suffers 1 faceless attack. Whoa! Each streamer in range 3 suffers 1 faceless attack. Darn it, I should not have spent 2 hours. I should have just spent them 1 at a time. So we have to survive for 1 turn. essentially. Survive. If out of turns, resolve 977 instead. S955. So we never learned how to catch cockroaches. Okay, so that was that turn. And this is the last card. So we need to run to the corner, I guess. They will basic effect. Then roll and then basic effect. Yeah. And maybe we sacrifice the penguin because they'll move towards the penguin. She gets to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he gets to draw... She only gets to draw 4 even though she's with the penguin because of her hand size limit. He gets to draw 4. So we'll spend 4 movement points to just go 1, 2, 3, 4 to run to the corner. She only has 2 movement in her hand. Uh-oh. Oh, that gets her to the corner. Do I worry about that? What's happening? Probably not. Let's spend a green. I guess she could call for 1 yellow, but he doesn't have any. We'll spend a green to move the penguin here, just to be a target for them to move towards. I want to read it. So what I'm going to do is with her mask, I can discard a card to gain a green. So I'll discard this Wrath card to make that the green that moves that guy. She'll spend 2, stopping there. Is this dumb? Any dreamer? There's no special effect on that card. 1, 2. If they get a move plus 1, 2, then I'm hosed anyway, right? Because it's range 1 and they move 2. Okay. And then she's going to spend 6 green. I just want to read what this thing is. 174. In case I have to do this dream again. A ghostly woman is sweeping the stairs with a broom. I have to clean up here. Look at this place. It's crawling with vermin. Will it ever be clean again? And those little creatures, who will feed them? Reveal card H. Yep. If a cockroach is in the same space as a wound, discard that wound to discard that cockroach. So close. I just needed to keep the cockroaches from not converging on wounds. But I don't have any cockroaches, so they are now faceless creeps. It's possible I could have paid attention and should have got rid of the darkness or something. There might have been a way to get rid of a cockroach if I had been paying more attention, like using a light or something. But we'll see. I just need to survive the faceless creeps. Okay, so I think we're done. Basic effect. Each dreamer in range 1 suffers a faceless attack. No one's in range 1. Roll. Start with this guy. 1. This guy. 1. This guy. 2. And they're going to treat the penguin as a dreamer. This guy. 1. Then, basic effect. Each dreamer in range 1 suffers a faceless attack. So he's in range 1. He will suffer a faceless attack. He would have to seal 4 cards, but he doesn't have cards to seal. He didn't take damage, so he only leaves if he takes damage. Which he did not do. Okay. End of the turn. Out of turns, resolve 9, 7, 7. We managed to escape this nightmarish house. However, we know that we will have to come back there again. Neither victory nor failure. Each dreamer cures 3 distress and unseals 3 cards. Add the faceless creeps to the slumber deck if it's not already there. Return all cards and tiles of this dream to the secrets. Keep the dream gate tile of the dream. You can still come back here to try again. Reveal 2 starting slumber map tiles. So we need, and there's some errata here that I've written down. 237H. (237H) is the faceless creeps. They're going to get added to the slumber deck, and then we would clean up. But I think so I could cure 3 distress. Yeah. Now, I think we're going to, well, I'll just do it. 9, 77. Cures 3 and unseals 3. So cure 3, cure 3, and unseal 3. But we've got so many sealed cards. We've got no keys, no ether. We've got some progress stuff set up, but I think I'm going to save the game. So when I come back, it'll probably all be reset. We'll be in the awakening spot. We'll have to go through and get keys again. So we have to prevent the cockroaches from ending their turn on a space with the darkness. We need to run over here with a shining gem, get the candleless remote control from the cockroach in the wardrobe, and then just run back over here to get this and then start catching cockroaches, right? Yep, so I think it'll be pretty quick next time. Okay, leave me any comments down below. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Etherfields and all the other series on the channel. I'll see you in the next one.